Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well today. This is beautiful Wednesday. We have a little bit of cloudiness. Looks like it could possibly turn into something. But if it does, good. And if not, good. I spoke to you on Monday about giving thanks in all things. And then I spoke to you yesterday about learning to be content. You didn't necessarily have to be happy about bad things, but we did learn to be content. Well, today I want to give you a scripture. It's very, very important that you put this in your mental crock pot and get it to cooking. And that is Romans, I believe it's chapter 12 and 15, I think. I'm almost certain it is 12 and 15. And it just tells us to rejoice with them who rejoice and to weep with the people who weep. Now, that doesn't mean that we're bipolar, although some of us are. It just means whatever the occasion calls for, be happy for people that are happy. And be prayerful. If you know someone who is sad, someone who's suffering, perhaps they've suffered a loss. I want to mention a guy named Dan. Dan loved cats. Dan has passed on many years ago, but he loved cats. And I love cats too, but my cat doesn't love me. I want to encourage you to take the scripture into your heart. Let it become a part of your life and your speech even. Have you been around people who can't seem to be happy unless there's something good happening to them? And we talk about haters. Haters always be hating. You've heard people say that. Well, for haters, that's true. They're always hating. I'm not a hater. I have absolutely embraced that scripture in Romans 12 and 15 that says, rejoice with them who rejoice. I found the value in it because they came back around and they were happy for me. Have you ever been around someone who is envious when something good comes your way, and somebody will be, they're not so good, they're not so important, and they downplay everything good that comes into your life, but they want to be the first to brag about their new truck or their new boat or their new home. And you wonder, why can't they be happy for me like I am for them? Well, maybe they don't have the understanding that you do. Maybe they don't know. I encourage you to be the first to congratulate someone. So many people on YouTube here are pursuing that 1,000 member mark, and they're not. Some of them are not happy if somebody they know reaches that 1,000, and they're not happy because maybe they're at 200 or 300. I don't know, whatever the number. I've not been on here enough to learn the ropes of YouTube. I'm still learning. Be patient with me. But whatever you do, try to be thankful and even jubilant when somebody gets a new car. Oh, that is wonderful. You got a new car and it's a Camaro? The midlife crisis car, or Corvette, as it were. But make sure you rejoice with them who rejoice. And make sure that you put your arms, if not physically around them, put your spiritual arms around them. And weep with them that weep, and pray for them. If they don't have the understanding of this scripture, they need it. Sometimes that can only come by a divine revelation. And that usually only comes from prayer. That's why it's divine. If I tell you something you know, and then there's no faith. But if I tell you something you don't know, then that involves faith. And we're going to talk about faith probably, if not this week, maybe next week. I've got to get a little message together. I want to thank you. It seems like our time goes so quickly. But I really, really thank you for letting me be a part of your lives and for inviting me into your lives. And I thank you for coming into my life. You all have made me a rich person. And I certainly don't mean money. I don't get any money from YouTube. And if I do, fine, but that's not my goal by any means. I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I want to offer something positive on YouTube, and I hope I've done that. Remember, Romans 12:15, rejoice with them who rejoice, and mourn with them who mourn. Is that okay? You can do that, can't you? I hope so. Remember, you are never, ever alone. And don't ever forget, I love you. I'm going to talk to you another day. God bless. Bye-bye for now.